he's going to come and make some comments. Dick?
Thanks, Reid. I'd like to thank you and Brown County Executive Troy Strickenbach, Mayor Schmidt, and I have cue cards here. You know, so when you get older, you have to have those, right? And representing the Wisconsin Department of Veterans, the policy of, on the policy side, retired General, Brigadier General in the National Guard of the United States, Andrew Evan Schuster, for joining us today. We appreciate that. Thank you for coming up from Mad Cow. First, most of all, I'd like to thank the many volunteers that helped transform KI's White House, we called it for since 1972 when we bought the property, into the KI Hope House. We've got a lot of volunteers here. Would you please raise your hands, please? Thank you so much. I came here on Sunday just to check it out, and even our CFO, who only uses pencils normally, Thanks, Kelly. But today is all about our returning veterans. To all the veterans in attendance today, including our own, Mike Vasson, where's Michael? Right here. We'd like to salute you all. Mike has served 21 years in the Army Reserves, has been employed by KI for 12 years. Thank you for your continued service to our country. I think you had 3 tours of duties, is that correct?
Yes.
And we're glad to have you back. And if you ever go again, I'm going to capture you and handcuff you to the desk. We're not letting you out again. KI is certainly proud to be involved with Heroes at Home, an exciting initiative that will make the KI Hope House a home for a returning military service veteran for his or her family. It is our mission to ensure that the KI Hope House serves as a warm, welcoming, and safe transitional living space to a service member who works successfully to move forward within our community. Thanks again for everybody that participated in the project. I'd like to introduce Brown County Executive Troy Strickenbach.
Thank you. On behalf of Brown County, I would like to personally thank Mr. Resch for his dedication and recognition for the veterans, but more importantly, being part of the community. At the same time, I would like to say special thanks to the veterans, the volunteers, rebuilding together, for making this become a reality. We often find that in this community, in order for us to be strong, it requires us to be working together hand in hand and finding solutions that are going to ultimately take care of the people of need and also that are in times of need. On behalf of Brown County, I would like just to say thank you for the dedication and the sincere efforts that have been shown here by all the parties involved. Thank you very much, and I'd like to now introduce Mayor Schmidt of Green Bay.
Thank you, Troy. Well, good morning. I too, just can't say it enough to thank the veterans who really give us everything that we have here today. And if you've read the book, Mavericks at Work, which is a book that really features leaders in this country from a business standpoint, they asked Dick Resch, what's the legacy of KI? And he says in the book, it's all about freedom and responsibility. And he was talking about KI, the freedom and responsibility for the employees. But here's a company that has just taken that to a new level and honoring the veterans in this community, getting the employees engaged in what is really important, a successful company, but in giving back to this community. And we're doing that here today. I just can't think of a better example of a company than KI. I was privileged to work here a long time ago, back in the late 80s and early 90s. And it was the drive of Dick Resch and the dedication of the employees, an employee-owned company, and to give back here today to honor the veterans of this community, the people who every day I thank God for what we have here, and it's because of you. and in a small way, this transitional home to help those who return to the United States, to Brown County, the greater Green Bay area. In a small way, we're helping them, and it's the right thing to do, and it's a great example for the future of this community. And Dick, I want to thank you. I want to thank all the employees at KI for what you've done. And again, I want to thank all the veterans here, and I'd like to introduce the Wisconsin Department of Veteran Affairs Policy Advisor, retired Brigadier General Andrew Schuster.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I am indeed honored when I got the call yesterday from Secretary Skokas, as he's under the weather and was not able to make it here today. But when he called me, I was so honored, because one of my major responsibilities at the department is that we reach out to our veterans. And I can tell you, being here today is an example of how we're helping our Wisconsin veterans. This year has been identified by the state and the department as the year of the veteran. Now, every year and every moment is that, but this is one time to really acknowledge, and through events like this and through career and job fairs, we've got one coming up in June in De Pere, through job fairs like Congressman Ribble put on a job fair to help our veterans. This Friday with the Operation Greatest Generation, and acknowledging and recognizing our World War II veterans. But this is such a great event, because, you know, when our service members deploy, they're leaving their families back home. They're leaving their employers. And so it takes family, it takes community, it takes employers, it takes everybody to help them. In Wisconsin, just since 9/11, we've had over 33,000 Wisconsin residents who serve in the military that have deployed in support of the current operations. And nearly 50% of those are from the Guard and Reserve. And many have deployed once and twice and 3 and 4 times. So the great support, all of the volunteers, all of the veterans organizations like we see standing here that have done so much to help. So I extend to you my appreciation and my thanks, and what a great home this is going to be, and the great support that Sears has given, and Building Together, and all of the organizations and companies like KI. So thank you, and it was just an honor to be here. So at this time, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, who is the national representative for Building Together, Miranda Doe. Miranda?
Hello everyone, I'm Miranda Doe. I'm from the National Office for Building Together in Washington, D.C., and I am honored to be here at this incredible project. Just to give you an idea, all of you have witnessed the great work done by Rebuilding Together in Green Bay. What you may not know is this is happening all over the country. We have over 200 affiliates that many receive funding through the Sears Heroes at Home program. We're able to help, so far, 1,100 veterans and growing. By the end, within the next couple months, that number will have grown. We'll be probably up to 1,200 by then, and it's a partnership we hope to continue for years to come. And just so you know, that this is all made possible by the campaign that takes place in Sears stores. That campaign is running up until July 29th. The dollars, you can see it at work. It definitely goes back to helping vets in need, and it's an incredible program and a great partnership with Sears. And I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. I'd like to introduce the national representative of Sears, Daryl Wilson.
Hi, I'm proud to be here. I'm the local store manager of the Sears store here. We are affiliated with Heroes at Home through our donations that we collect at our local Sears stores and other stores. Last year in 2011, we raised $3.3 million, and we did kick off our 2012 campaign this past Sunday on the 29th. So we'd like to invite you and your friends to come down to Sears stores and help us keep doing stuff like this in the local communities in our great country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished guests, for everybody we have here. What we'd like to do now, one of the most important things that identify freedom in our country is the American flag. The flag that has flown proud over so many operations, so many